Over to you, Rashi.
A very warm evening to everyone. I am Rashi Srivastava, and I would like to extend my warm welcome to you all for this event, that is Professional Conclave. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Rashi, good to go.
Yes, ma'am. So I would like to welcome you all for Professional Members Conclave, which has been exclusively organized for non-IEEE members. So, without wasting any time, let's get going with our schedule. So, first, we have Bindu Madhavan sir's talk on initiatives of IEEE Bangalore section. Bindu Madhavan sir is chair for IEEE Bangalore section. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Good evening to all of you. It's nice to see so many people joining this particular conclave. So I would like to sort of emphasize on two things. One is this being a technical professional body. I think this will give a lot of impetus to your career. So this is what, with my experience, I'm talking, because I've been an IEEE member since 2000, year 2000. That is approximately 21 years of IEEE membership. And the other thing is, being the chair of the Bangalore section, we have decided that we'll do high impactful activities at all levels. So that is what we have decided to do this year. And we do activities such a way that it keeps on sustaining over a period of time. So these were two things which we thought that we should try to sort of attempt doing this year. And as far as the technical activities are concerned, we have got many symposiums lined up for this particular year. The symposiums being in the area of cyber physical system, especially covering the security aspect or the cyber assurance aspect in the month of May. And then subsequently, we have got a conference which is coming up called Connect. I think this is a flagship conference of Bangalore section, and which is of well repute in the area of research and academics. So people can look at that particular thing. This is between July 9th to 11th, which is held in the virtual mode. The first one, whatever I told, the symposium also will be held in the virtual mode. Then subsequently, we have got in the month of August, we are planning to have a quantum race on a symposium in the area of quantum race to see how we feature with the world what is happening in quantum space. So that is what we would like to sort of debate and discuss. That will be in the month of August. And then subsequently in the month of September, we have got another R10, what is called Asia specific conference, which is a moving conference which goes around the ASEAN countries. So we have got this particular conference which will be held. This is in the area of humanitarian technologies. So the technology for human advancement is what the things we'll be looking into. And we would like to do this. This happens to be coming into India for the after 7 years, and the second time after this particular conference has been started. So these are the major things. Other than this, we are having a conference on the data storage, which we are trying to see to fit in the month of October. And then subsequently, we'll be having a conclave where we'll have a interaction between the research, academia, and industry. So the idea is basically to see how academia can bridge the research as well as the needs of the industry. So these are some of the things which we have charted for ourselves, and it will be an interesting time to go ahead. And if people are members, definitely they'll enjoy the technical activities which has been planned. And people who are not members, I request you to become the members and try to sort of take the best what is available, which has been scheduled in this particular year. So this is what I just thought that as a opening, this one I'll just try to tell. So basically, there are a lot of discounts also being offered of late because of the pandemic situation what we faced last 2020. So please make use of this particular discounts at both the professional membership level as well as the student membership level. Since this target audience is professional membership, I think the new member gets almost a 50% discount of whatever the thing which has been uh, the fees for the 1 year. So make best use of this particular thing, and by having 50% discount, at least you can just see what are the things you can get, and you can continue based on what is your experience which is happening this year over a period of time with IEEE. So with my experience with IEEE, definitely there is some sort of a career path growth which can be aided with the technical activities what is happening in this particular space. So I would like to thank the organizing team for having me here and trying to share my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for telling us about all the plans that we have for this year. Next in line, we have Dr. DN Sujata, who is the SAC chair. She will be telling us about make meaning in your professional career with IEEE. Over to you, ma'am.
You are muted, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Rashi, for that warm introduction. I will go on the audio mode, and I would also like to share my slides. So I will just stop my video so that we don't have any hitches. I think my slides are visible to all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. Warm welcome to the IEEE Faculty Conclave. We mean to say more for the professional members, both from industry as well as academia. So I work as the chair of the Student Activity Committee of IEEE Bangalore section for the year 2021. So in this presentation, I'm going to give you a bird's eye view on what's IEEE, what is the kind of membership that you can have, how do you make a meaning in your professional career in terms of its acquiring knowledge, how do you contribute to the society and also in the profession of your choice, and what kind of a support and the kind of an exposure you get from IEEE Bangalore section. To start off basically with IEEE, because I assume a lot of participants here are non-IEEE members. So that's the intention of giving this thought. IEEE is the world's largest technical professional organization, a very, very old one, 135 plus years old. And you know, pioneers like Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Alva Edison, Marconi, they were all a part of this organization. I know all of us do get goosebumps when we try to think about the people who were the founders of this IEEE, where we are also a part of it. Like Bindu Madhava sir, I'm also been a part of IEEE for the past closer to about 15 years. IEEE membership is not confined only to computer science or engineering field. The IEEE membership goes across all departments. It includes physical sciences, biological sciences, medical sciences, mathematics, education, management, law, and policy. So all the ambit of our professional career is a part of IEEE. So there's no restriction that you should be from an engineering background or you should be from the computer science or the circuit branches. So people from management can also, or from law, can also be a part of IEEE as its member. So IEEE is headquartered in New York. We have our IEEE India office in Bangalore itself. IEEE Bangalore section is one of the most vibrant sections of the entire globe and a lot of awards. We have a lot of accolades, just a couple of them over last year that I have just shared it across. To give you an idea as such, the entire global IEEE is divided into regions. The region where we belong to is called as ARTAN, that is the Asia Pacific region. In Asia Pacific, we have a lot of councils, 6 of them, and India Council is one of them. The whole sections of the India, for example, we have 12 sections. It could be Bangalore section, Madras section, UP section, so on and so forth. There are 12 sections which belong to India Council, right? In Bangalore section, all the states, districts of Karnataka belong to the Bangalore section. That's actually a very superficial or a overall framework of how the hierarchical structure of IEEE is. And in Bangalore section, there are a lot of engineering colleges. We start a lot of student branches also in these engineering colleges. So it's a global organization, one of the very oldest and I can say the largest and the well-known professional organization. So what are the various kinds of membership that IEEE promotes? I will not discuss much on the student members and graduate members because the audience here are all professional members. So let me not talk about those two. So they are the fundamental or the basic or the, I can say if I talk about the entire types of membership in a specific order, they are the lowest one or the youngest people are in a part of a student member and a graduate student member. So all the working professionals are called as professional members. I've just shared links at various points. I will also share the PPT to you so that you can have a look onto it. The IEEE membership is annual with $85. So every year, the membership opens in the month of Jan and it closes for December. So you will have to renew it every year with an annual membership of $85. So all those people who have good professional practice, you have about 10 years of experience and a lot of significant contribution is made over last 5 years, you can be elevated to a senior member. There's no additional cost or anything like that is involved. There are certain recommendations that people who are already senior members will have to give and you will have to fill in an nomination form as such. So any professional member, once you are an IEEE professional member, we will help you from IEEE Bangalore section to get elevated to senior members. So we have a program called as Simple. I will also share a brochure of Simple, which is due to happen shortly. So in Bangalore section, we have 800 plus members who are senior members. Okay, the professional members who are elevated to senior membership. So if you plan to become an IEEE member, we will definitely help you to get elevated to senior member. One of the most prestigious and elite group is called as a fellow grade. This is reserved for the select IEEE members with extraordinary accomplishments. They should have contributed significantly to the advancement of humanity through any application of engineering, science, and technology, which brings lot of value add onto the society as such. You know, a very significant contribution is expected from a fellow grade. So a very small portion of IEEE members are fellow. In Bangalore section, we have 22 IEEE members who are elevated to the fellow grade. So this is the next grade. Then there is another type of membership called as a life member. To become an IEEE life member, you should be 65 years of age. And at 65 years, if your age plus membership equal to or exceeds 100, for the years of your life, you can be a life member. So this becomes really an advantage for those people who start the IEEE journey early in life. No? As a student, if somebody becomes IEEE member and the number of years of membership, as Sir was telling, he has 20 plus and I have 15, around 15 and things like that. So it's difficult for us to become IEEE members, right? So if your age plus the number of years of membership equal to or greater than 100, you become a life member. And when you become a life member, you don't pay for your professional membership. It will be free as long as you can use it. So these are the various types of membership. To put it across in simple statements, all of you who are here, who have registered today, will start your IEEE membership as a professional member. Then coming to the next slide, you have a lot of additional opportunities as membership. You can become members for various societies. I'll tell you what are the societies available. These are actually the I can say verticals in IEEE, which has something like a specialization where you can get an in-depth knowledge in the corresponding technical field. So you have societies. I'll talk about it later. You can even be a part of IEEE standards, where you can influence in creating standards and also be a part of the committee to approve the same. Another additional membership that I always talk about is IEEE Women in Engineering membership. This is to promote the entry of women to engineering programs and how to retain them in the technical field for a longer period of time. So this is the objective of IEEE WA. Then coming further, this is one of the most interesting things in IEEE. It is called SITE. SITE means IEEE Special Interest Group on Humanitarian Technology. I've also shared the link here. This is a global network of IEEE volunteers who partner together with underserved community and local organization to just think about the opportunities to leverage technology for the sustainable development of the society at large. So this membership is not charged, it is free, and it is open to all the individuals who want to work in a sustainable development and help the society at large. And then you can do there are a lot of training and development programs that you can do on humanitarian work. Very important opportunity of SITE is the funding opportunity. You have huge amount of funds that you could apply under SITE, and you can also become volunteer as in the SITE group. Next slide, I will talk about the funding opportunity that is available in the HAC. The HAC projects, you can see the funding, how much from $20,000 to $60,000 per project. The side projects generally are given less cost, goes up to about $20,000, starting from $1,000. Like this, you can apply for funding opportunities and try to get funds for your own projects and serve the community at large. Even to participate in the conference, you get amount so that you could be a part of the conferences. The deadlines are also given, and you can get more information from the site website. What is the benefit of joining IEEE? You know, when you join IEEE, you become a part of 4 lakh plus technology and engineering professionals who collaborate, work, interact, and learn together. You get a lot of resources and opportunities which will help you to be current or relevant in the technology, because we know that the technology field is never static. It keeps changing every second, every microsecond. So you get an opportunity to stay relevant in the corresponding area. As I've already told you, you can be a part of standards development. You can network with other people in your own technical area, and with the specific technical interest. You can be a mentor to the next generation engineers and technologists. Say students are there, so you can mentor them. Or if you need mentors, a lot of very senior level people as a part of IEEE, you can even be mentored by them. And once you are a member of IEEE, you can discover the events of IEEE that's happening across the globe. You can get connected to people who are in your own domain across the globe. So this is one of the wonderful opportunity that all of us have utilized being a part of IEEE. Then definitely your profile gets uplifted because you always stay relevant. You connect to a lot of people. You can participate in a lot of discussions. There's something called as Collaboratech in IEEE, which is similar to our Facebook, but however, it is on the discussions is mostly on the technical field, and you can connect to some other scientist, engineer, or an academician who is in the other part of the globe. And you can do collaborative projects, collaborative research works, and things like that. IEEE gives you an opportunity for continuous learning through continuing education units and professional development hours. Through this, lot of courses, webinars, things like that is available at free of cost to all IEEE members. The beautiful opportunity that IEEE gives to all of us, which I always cherish, is volunteering. This is extremely personal, I agree. And this will help you to connect to a lot of people in your profession. You get new friends, you make contacts with the people who are working in a specific domain, which will help you to collaborate and write joint proposals, do publications together, and make a lot of friends. You can get connected to peers in the technical field too. And many of us have a lot of free time apart from our day job, which we can use to contribute to the field of interest that we like being a part of IEEE. You get a lot of leadership skills in your career. These are something which are not tangible, and through experience, your leadership skills, your managerial skills grows when you are a part of IEEE. Definitely, there will be an expansion in the knowledge, and how people look at us also, definitely there is a change onto it. Then coming to the knowledge, IEEE gives a lot of magazines which are free for us. Once you become member, you get IEEE Spectrum. It's the magazine of IEEE. So you get 12 monthly issues. It comes and falls onto your email box. You get both the print edition and online edition. $85 is basically for the online edition of all this. Along with that, you get a newsletter, which is called Institute Newsletter. And some of it you get as a print edition. You get it to your home. Right? There's something like Potentials magazine, and I think none of us can forget about IEEE Explore. So it is a table of content and an abstract to access huge documents, say 1.2 million documents. All publication documents, research papers are a part of IEEE Explore. This is one huge repository of knowledge. And you can imagine, when we are talking today, I can vouch and challenge, there will be at least 6 conferences that is happening parallelly, right? So much of IEEE conferences do happen, and the proceedings become a part of IEEE digital library, right? And what is new at IEEE? You also get a lot of newsletters. This is how you can keep your knowledge relevant and correct. And definitely you belong to a huge community of technologists spanning over 160 plus countries. IEEE is not only in India, it is over 160 plus countries throughout globe. So imagine the power to which you belong to. As I've told you, IEEE has a lot of sections. So you as individual IEEE members can collaborate and connect and network with the section, say with Bangalore section or any other section in India and abroad. There's a lot of technical chapters. I'll come to that. And you also get, like how I have my email alias with IEEE.org, you can even have that. A lot of discounts are there in terms of conference registration. And my IEEE is the personalized gateway to IEEE membership. So you belong to a huge, technologist community. If you want to improve your profession and grow professionally, IEEE Resume Lab is for you. This will help you to develop your resume, CVs, mock interviews, and things like that. If you want to locate job opportunities globally, IEEE Job Site is for you. And this IEEE Job Site releases a weekly email newsletter which contain a lot of career advices and the job opportunities that you are probably looking out for. I think I've already told you on the continuing education courses. Apart from that, even a complete program you can enroll for an online degree and things like that. And e-learning library, I have already told you. So you have a lot of online courses, which is extremely of good quality and peer reviewed. And immediately once you register for a course, you will not get a certificate. You will have to take up a quiz and get at least 70% in the quiz. That means to say you will have to be clear on your learning objectives, whatever that is there. And once you perform, you will get a certificate with IEEE logo on it, which is extremely useful to show to the world that you have improved your technical competency. And all these is not enough. IEEE gives a lot of awards to recognize the accomplishment of a lot of people. So you could apply, win laurels, and be happy. A lot of add-on benefits. As I've told you, digital library, I've spoken about it. I've told you about Collaborate Tech also. And this is one thing that I want to highlight. Group insurance plan is also available. And what is important here is, as professional members, you will be eligible to vote for IEEE President. So who is IEEE President? He is the CEO of IEEE, and he presides the meetings of IEEE Board of Directors and the IEEE Assembly. Okay, so the student members are not eligible to vote for IEEE president. As a professional members, all of you will be eligible to vote for IEEE. And what I'm speaking today is just a superficial idea of IEEE. IEEE opportunities are huge. It's like a big ocean. The more you dig, the more you get. I was trying to talk to you about technical society. There are about 39 IEEE technical societies. Say, for example, somebody here is interested in computers, so you could be a part of IEEE Computer Society. Somebody here is interested in photonics, you could be a part of photonics. You are an electronics person and you're interested in signal processing, so you could be a part of IEEE Signal Processing Society. Vehicular Transport System Society, you could be a part of it, or you're a management person, IEEE TEMS is for you. Or you are an antenna person, so you have the corresponding society. So like this, specialized in-depth area, you have 39 IEEE societies to choose from. And of course, the membership to all these societies is definitely chargeable. Apart from your $85, it may range, say, from $18 or so up to about $25 to $30. So most of these are chargeable. But some of them gives discount also. We will have to look at that point of time when you are interested, and then you can pay the corresponding amount. Another important thing which is free in most of the cases are technical communities. These technical communities are in the current relevant area. Whenever you become IEEE member, please be member of these technical communities. They're free of cost. Sir was talking about cybersecurity conference, or a symposium which will be organized by IEEE Bangalore section. So we have IEEE cybersecurity. You're interested in blockchain? IEEE blockchain technical communities for you. And smart cities, that is there. Future networks, you talk about 5G, so on and so forth. We have IEEE Future Network. So I've just listed a couple of technical communities. This is free. So what is the benefit if you are in this particular technical community? Say, for example, I'm interested in IoT. I would like to understand, know what's happening in the world, what are the standards that have developed, and who is who in IEEE, in IoT. I can get connected to being a part of this technical community like IoT. So you can choose whichever communities that you are interested in and become a member of it. Most of these technical communities are free. In fact, I have become a member of many of them, and I'm able to get a lot of information on the domain that I like to understand more in detail, more in-depth knowledge you get here, because IEEE is, I can say, horizontal, and vertically we have all these technical communities which goes deep into the area of our interest. Coming to IEEE Bangalore section, we have 3 subsections: Mangalore, North Karnataka, Mysore. These are the 3 subsections apart from the IEEE Bangalore section. We have about 100 odd student branches, out of which 85 plus of them are active. We would like to activate many of them this year and start new student branches. Out of the 39 chapter societies, we have 28 of them, which is pretty active. And affinity group, we have young professionals as well as women in engineering. IEEE Bangalore section is young, old. We do more than 2,000 technical events per year. So these are the affinity groups: young professional, that is YP, women in engineering, life member, consultant network, affinity group. So we have 10,000 plus members, professional members and student members put together, with 800 plus senior members and 22 fellows. Sir was talking about a lot of flagship events that we do in IEEE. I've just listed a couple of them. Connect is one of them. BHTC, this time it is Region 10 HTC, which will come to Bangalore. So I am sure you have heard from Bindu Madhav sir. And definitely we have BTC and many more. So I've just listed a couple of them. That's it. Then what kind of a support you can get? Once you become IEEE member, if you are in an educational institution, you can start a new student branch, or you have a student branch which is inactive, you can activate them, and you can start a lot of society chapters, the 39 of them, which I was trying to tell. You can organize workshops, seminars, conferences, hackathons, do a lot of outreach activities. You can adopt a government school which is close by to your campus or close by to your area, and make sure that the kids there are also aware of the technology. Say a monthly one event you can do there. So this is how we will also be trying to help the community at large. You can apply for awards, volunteer awards, or student branch awards. If you are in a student branch, you can work as a department coordinator, or for every district, we are trying to pick up a district coordinator, so you could be one among them. And from SAC, we have student humanitarian technology projects, which we will send out a call for notice immediately. Here, we enable the students to do projects orienting towards humanitarian technology. And it will include students and the faculty members. And we also give the industry support. Those professional members from industry will be mentoring this project. So any student team and a faculty team can get connected to an industry person. Not only for this project, you can make a lifelong relationship in terms of the technical knowledge and know-how that an industry expert can share with you and your institution. So we give you an opportunity through that. And each of these projects selected for SHTP, you will get a support of rupees 5,000, and you have a lot of awards for it. I've just given the 3 awards. We have also a special award with 10,000 rupees. All the students, they do a project in their final semester, which can be applied. If your student branch is active and has an IEEE student branch, you can apply for funds. Another good event that happens for the students and for the faculty who are here is IEEE Extreme Competition, which is a 24 hours programming contest. Being a part of IEEE, you attend a lot of webinars, workshops, conferences, you can organize them. People will also do workshops for you, like how you can become an author of a paper, how you can write research proposal, get funding opportunities. You can be a part of all these competitions. We were doing Walk with IEEE Fellow. I told you IEEE Fellow is the very elite crowd of IEEE. All of us need to gain knowledge from them. So we used to have a walk with IEEE Fellow, probably in Lalbagh on a Sunday morning, where all of you who are IEEE members would come. You could talk to the fellow, IEEE Fellow, understand what is the contribution, what made him to get IEEE Fellow. Younger people can get motivated and try to apply for being a fellow. This was a monthly event. Right now, it's actually stopped in view of the pandemic. I think once the things settle, we will be back to having this, and you can meet a lot of fellows and get inspired by them. This is the event called Simple, which I was trying to tell, Senior Member Elevation Program. This is held on 20th March. The MDC committee mostly works on it. And through this, you will be eligible to become a senior member of IEEE if you are already a professional member, or you will become one. So let's all work together for the benefit of humanity by advancing technology. We will have to hold hands with us and work for the benefit of humanity, because we are all technologists and we know how to apply technology to help humanity. This is what is my conclusion. Follow IEEE Bangalore section on its Facebook page, on LinkedIn, Twitter, and we have all the events of IEEE is saved, or it is shared in the YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to it, and you can have a look on to all these events. This is a very small view that I've given about IEEE. I will take a lot of questions from you. You can post your questions in the chat box, which we'll take towards the end, or you can always write to me. I will share my email ID too. Thanks for your attention. I think I overshoot the time by about 5 minutes. I'm sorry for it. Thanks for your attention, and have a happy time. Over to Rashi.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an insightful session. I hope this would have helped a lot of members here to understand what IEEE is and what are all the benefits that we can gain out of it. Next in line, we have Pushpamala madam, who is co-chair for SAC. She would be telling us about opportunities for professional members. Over to you, madam.
Hello everyone. Risha, is my screen visible? Hello everyone. Welcome to this professional conclave. So as Sujata madam told, we have 39 technical societies and 7 councils. Through these technical societies, we can get direct access to societies, their DLPs, students awards, information and participation in flagship conferences, and we will also get an opportunity to serve as reviewer and volunteer. This would also involve networking with global experts. How does IEEE work? It is a team which is composed of staff, volunteers, and members. The complete IEEE is because of efforts accomplished by these set of people, staff, volunteers, and members. Now in Bangalore section, we have touched digital transformation. We have a fully revamped website. We do perform paperless transactions. We have online TCS forms, online section gateways, member verification. We also have social media outreach plan and branding. We organize technical conferences, as Madam has touched, and also there are several individual benefits which already Madam has covered. And this is something which we are doing for technologies towards humanitarian, and this is a mobile outreach vehicle which we are doing, which we are proposed, and this is going to come up. You can see the logo of various technical societies over here. We have the PS Technical Society in the end. The primary focus of this of our Bangalore section is towards sustainable goals, SDGs, and we touch all the 17 sustainable goals to transform the world. So we have something for good health and well-being. We touch quality education. We touch clean water and sanitation. So industry, innovation, and infrastructure, we touch this. So there are several domains which we are touching, and we are working towards the goals. And we have this IEEE technology navigator, which through which you can access fields related to your area of interest. So here we have communication systems, physics, rebooting, computing, artificial intelligence. You can access all these technology platforms. Then we have something known as IEEE Collaboratech. Through IEEE Collaboratech, you can network, collaborate, and you can also create technology with the experts. So this is again a team of people. This is for networking, to establish professional identity, to connect and to network with verified IEEE members and global technology professionals by location as well as by technical interest. Now, IEEE Digital Explore, the library. So, Madam has already touched on this, where we can access a lot of articles, citations, periodicals, everything can be accessed over here. Then we have this IEEE Access Journal. So again, IEEE Access is a multidisciplinary open access journal. Apart from transactions, we also have multi-access open access, some multidisciplinary open access journals. Through multidisciplinary open access journals, you can get the articles which are published in this journals free of cost along with your membership. Then Spectrum magazine, which is an award-winning magazine, which Madam has already spoken about. Then we also have IEEE TV. So using this IEEE.org, you can visit the IEEE TV and you can see what are the technologies. You can visit some lectures, some conferences, and also you'll be having updates on what is coming up globally. What are the conferences coming up globally, or if you have any symposiums coming up globally. Another platform is IEEE Center for Leadership Excellence. So you'll be having a platform where you can build your skills towards leadership. Then IEEE Standards Association. This is for young professionals looking out for their advances in their careers or some insights onto the IEEE standards. So IEEE standards, you can also be a part of the you can be a part of the Standards Association. Now, when you are a member of the Standards Association, you can be a part of the team to create some standards. We have a lot of standards, IEEE standards for 5G networks, IEEE standards for 4G networks, 6G networks, IEEE standards for coding, Verilog, VHD and all. You can also be a part of these standards also. And it is a standards, you can be a part of the team in building the standards. Then we have IEEE Data Port, which gives access up to 2 terabytes of space to manage the data sets, where we can store our data sets, you can search, we can also access any data set which is required for us. Then proceedings of IEEE, it is similar to Spectrum. This is another issue which gives us inputs, insights on the advances of technology, similar to the Spectrum magazine. Again, we have Potentials magazine, which is again similar to the Spectrum magazine. This magazine gives us inputs on themes such as careers, graduate education, and any new technology. So IoT is one technology. We can also get information on what is student and YP entrepreneurship, all such inputs. latest in research. Then we have this IEEE job site where you can upload your resume. This is also discussed. And we have something powered by IEEE, the Try Engineering. Try Engineering, it is for teachers, students. If a student is interested to do a post master's outside India, so they can just go and review this Try Engineering, where you can observe what is a university, how various universities outside are working, what are the different universities available, and teachers can also get resources for their classroom. Students also can explore their engineering benefits of the engineering degree. And we have IEEE 360 global space. Here we have all the updates again related to the advances in technology. So it is Electronics 360. It's again a similar magazine. Then we have Datasheets 360. Any data sheet related to any of the electronic component which we need, all these data sheets will be available over here. So you can enter the part number and access the data sheets, and this is powered by IEEE Global Spec. Then apart from that, if you're a member of IEEE, you will be getting email notifications through your e-notices. Through your e-notices, we will be getting email notifications also. Then there is something known as this Shri Prahalad P. Chabria Award, which is open for IEEE India Council members. And this award involves outgoing female student member award and outgoing engineer, best women engineer or a scientist award. And there is we give a plaque along with some cash prize also. Then IEEE also celebrates IEEE Day. Now, being an IEEE member, if you celebrate IEEE Day, you can geo-map your location, geo-map your college. If you're celebrating IEEE Day on the global map, you can also mark, if your company is celebrating IEEE Day, you can map it on the global map, telling that you've celebrated IEEE Day. Then you can also be a part of the IEEE annual general body meeting, AGM, which is held every year, probably in the January first week or second week. Now, when you come to the general meeting AGM, you can interact with a lot of professionals who are working both in industry as well as in the academia. This is generally bridging the gap between industry and academia. Then this authorship workshop, we have already discussed about this authorship workshop.
Pushpamala madam, we cannot hear you. I think there's some network issue. Ma'am will join again.
Am I audible?
Now, yes, ma'am, we lost you in between.
Okay, did I drop out?
Yes, you dropped out and joined again. Yes, ma'am, you can go ahead. We can hear you now. It's loud and clear.
Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
My slides are visible?
No, your slides are not seen.
1 second. Ma'am, I'm not able to share the screen.
I mean, if it is fine with you, I think you can go ahead. You want to show something on the screen, ma'am?
No. Have I spoken about mentoring for technical projects?
I think you should start that. Try engineering. You spoke on try engineering.
Oh, I've spoken only up to try engineering. Okay, okay, ma'am, I'll continue from there.
Am I right? Yeah.
I think I'm facing some network issues and I dropped out.
No, madam, it's okay. If your slides are not there also, if you can speak, we will be able to hear you, ma'am. We are hearing you.
Yes, I'll do that thing. I'll continue with the try engineering thing. We have something known as electronic 360, and using electronics 360, it again it is similar to a magazine also. Then we have data sheets 360. So using data sheets 360, you will be able to get the data sheet of any component. You can just enter your component details and you will be able to get the information regarding those components. Then you'll also be receiving IEEE email notifications also to your mailboxes. And we have something known as Shri Prahalad P. Chabria Award, which we are doing it along with IEEE India Council. So there are two awards in this category. One is for the best female outgoing student, and other for the best women engineer. Then we have IEEE Day. We can be a part of IEEE Day celebrations, and once you're a part of IEEE Day celebrations, you can geo-map your location where you have celebrated your IEEE Day. Then we have another event, annual general meeting. If you're a part of annual general meeting, it is a platform where all the IEEE members meet. So you have chances of interacting with lot of industry experts and also the academia. This is in a way bridging the gap between industry and academia. Then we have IEEE authorship workshop, which madam has already spoken about. Attending technical events, which madam has spoken about. We have a lot of workshops and conferences coming up. So that's all. You have to get involved. Networking and volunteering is what is all we'll get. And the next is coming to IEEE membership cycle. Membership cycle in September, and that is the membership year. So September 2020, if it is starting, it means that your membership is valid for 2021 also. And once the membership starts, by December the calendar year ends. Once the calendar year ends in December, January and February, up to February, we have time to renew the membership. Now in February, the service will be deactivated, and each member will be posted in arrear list. Again, March year, it is the mid-year, we start recovering the membership, and half-year dues will start up to August. And by becoming a volunteer, you can gain confidence by leading your peers. You'll make a difference to local community. You'll meet new people and expand your network. You'll also be a part of larger IEEE community, which in turn will hone your soft skills. So thank you. That's all for professional members.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an informative session and telling us all about the opportunities that are available for professional members. So today we have organized a small quiz for participants. I would be sharing the link here in the chat box, and all the participants are requested to take the short quiz, which will tell you more about what IEEE is. So the form link has been shared. And if you can start from 7:25 onwards.
We will be closing in how many minutes this quiz? 10
15
minutes?
minutes. Ma'am, 15 minutes.
Okay. And we have an exciting talk following this, right, Rashi?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. We'd be hearing Chengappa sir after this.
And he will talk about his
His ex-
experiences in IEEE, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We will give them about time till about 35. People say the link is not working. Can you please look into it, Rashi?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Meanwhile, if any one of you have questions, we could also discuss them now because we have exceeded the time. Ramesh sir, we will solve the problem of the link. Rashi, please update here once it is resolved.
Yes, ma'am, sure. Can someone please check if the link is working now? Yes, ma'am. It seems the link is working fine.
Yeah, I myself checked, it is working fine. It's working fine. Sir, Sridhar sir, I think there is a browser issue. Could be. Could you please change your browser, take an alternative browser and try? Okay. What is this? Crystal issues looks like restricted form.
No, ma'am.
Not
Form is open to all of them.
says not working. It's asking for permission. Okay. Please try resolving. I will also.
Yes, ma'am, sure. Yes, ma'am. Probably the issues have been resolved. Can someone please check if it is still asking for permission? Yes, ma'am. I guess it is working fine for everyone.
I hope it is resolved and all of you are able to access the form. That's what I understand. Sorry for the inconveniences. Sridhar sir, for the fresh professional membership, the cost is $85, as I've already told you. But since you're becoming member for the first time, we have put in the chat box also, you will have a 50% discount and the promo code is also indicated. I will share it again with you. For all new professional members, the 50% off is there when you become member for the first time. So I will put that again in the chat box. Otherwise, it is $85. I hope you can look onto it. Please use the code MGAY2RG50. So you'll get 50% off on the new IEEE professional membership. You should indicate, you should select that that you're claiming this promo code under reduced membership and basically e-membership. It is not a print membership. Thank you, Sridhar sir. Any questions you have, you can also post in the chat box. We can also answer parallelly.
Ma'am, there's a question here in the chat box.
And current members. No, sir, for renewals, we will have to pay $85 alone. So people who are already members, right now, there is no discount open. Raghavendra sir, Abhishek Appaji sir, or Changappa sir, or Bindu Madhav sir, if I missed out something, could you please correct me?
Madam
Or
Raghavendra
Pushpamala
here.
ma'am? Yes, sir, please.
Introducing members, so they will get $5 as well as student members $2. In the next year, definitely they can utilize for renewal, where they will get a member award, which is a substantial reduction in their membership, so that can be utilized.
Maybe, sir, you can take a couple of more details on it so that they will use that to renew the membership next year, sir. Maybe you can put
Yeah.
it in detail for them and repeat it again, sir, please.
Yeah. Now I am a IEEE member. I will introduce one more member, a professional member. A $5 is added to my account, where in the next year, for my when it comes to renewal, so we will get by October. I think in the October first week we are going to so that we can utilize maybe $25 discount or $30 or $40, depending on how many members we introduce. So depending on professional members we will introduce or a student member, so we'll get so much of discount, so that there will be reduction instead of $85 every year. So we may let us say in the before last year I got some $36 discount, and last year I have got $50 by member get a member award. So this is very, very helpful while renewing the next year.
Thank you, sir. But how do we do it? What is the code that we give them to know that this is my membership?
Yeah, suppose if I am introducing my friend, maybe my colleague who is working in my department, either electronics or any other department or anybody also, online they have to, while registering, so they have to mention who is the introducer. So we have to give the name as well as the membership number, our membership number. So automatically that will be accounted to the person who introduces.
Thank you, sir. I think Krishnakant Pandey, sir, though you may not get a discount immediately, next year you can reduce the membership fees for your IEEE renewal, and the membership you can make it zero also. That is possible. So you get $2 if you introduce a student member and $5 if you introduce a professional member. So they allow up to $90 discount that you can get in the subsequent year. This is the benefit or a discount you could start availing. I think we have answered your question, Krishnakant sir. Anything else, Raghavendra sir, you wanted to add?
Yeah, madam, you have already told, like for those who become IEEE members, we will help them to become senior members. So once they become senior member, they will get a plaque in the name of achievement, like you are an IEEE senior member, as well as 4 coupon codes will be there, each of them $25, so that they can use it for the other members also, whoever who is a friend. So while introducing, they so that directly $25 discount will be given for the member whom they are going to use. One point. One more, after becoming senior member, so they will get an opportunity to become a member, that is without any cost. It's a free. One code will be given, so they can choose any of the societies which you already mentioned.
Thank you so much, Raghavendra sir. Raghavendra sir is our mentor who was the SAC chair last year. Thank you so much, sir. Rashi, you can have a check on the time and then invite Changappa sir.
Yes, ma'am, sure. We would be closing the form in 5 minutes from now. So everyone is requested to send in their responses as soon as possible.
to all the Exicom members, there is one question again from Dr. Krishnakant Pandey. Currently, it is showing $158, but my college allows only $80 and 5K. So please suggest me how to reduce membership fee for the current year. There is any way to reduce this amount, please suggest, ma'am. Yes, Krishnakant sir, I mean, being a part of Asian country, more specifically in India, that $185 or so or $158 will get reduced. So you will have to say you belong to this country. I think if somebody, Rashi or somebody help here to get a snapshot of that or something like that would actually help him to understand. Yes, sir, this is for e-membership only, $85. And I don't know whether $158 he's talking about the non-e-membership, traditional membership. Okay. Thank you, Changappa sir. $158 is for the regular membership, not e-membership. If you select e, you will get $85, sir. Changappa sir, please go ahead and elaborate, sir, please.
No, that is correct, ma'am. So what you said is right. So again, traditional membership is priced at $158. So as you mentioned that whenever folks from India are in fact like availing the membership, they can always as India and also choose electronic membership so that it would be reduced to a drastic extent. And I think only they need to pay around $80 or $85 for becoming a professional member.
I think I can add one more point here. If you are a member of IETE or ISTE, they get additional 10% discount, right? Another $8.5 also get reduced.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
That is one more additional information I thought, so that you can reduce $8.5 again. So don't choose traditional membership. That is the thumb rule here. Choose e-membership. This is not only to reduce the fees, it is also to keep our environment in the right way and hand it over properly for the generations to come. So let's not waste on paper and things like that. E-membership is pretty good, and we can, all what you get on paper, you get it on e-membership. So please go in for e-membership. Yeah, IIT and CSI basically will give you additional 10% discount. So you could avail minus $8.5 again. Sir, it is not, there's no link that you will have to just click the e-membership. That's all, sir. There will be traditional and e-membership. Please see that your billing is $85. That's the reverse part of it I'm trying to tell. I can even talk to you personally and help you whenever you have issues. I'm open, sir. I've also shared my email. We will help you. Yeah, Pushpamala ma'am has told there's an option in the membership page. Please select electronic membership and then join e-membership or electronic membership is to be chosen. And in another a minute or two, our quiz sheets will close down and over to an exciting talk. Then we will have from Changappa sir. He'll tell us about what benefits he got. Abhishek sir, that promo code, what is the duration? Any specific duration for 50% off for new members?
We would be closing the form now. Everyone is requested to submit their responses.
Abhishek Appaji sir, I think there's some network issue. This
Yeah,
focus,
ma'am.
yes,
It will go on. There is no deadline as such announced, but it will go on for some more days.
I think since the deadline is not announced, it's better to do fast and use the
Yeah,
opportunity. That is-
exactly.
Anything else you would want to add, sir, onto this membership and things like that from your experience? Meanwhile,
No, ma'am. Pretty much everything is covered. So only thing is, all of you, please ensure that your affiliations are correctly mentioned. Check if you are in a faculty, just check with your student branch of what is your affiliation, because there may be some conflict and it may not count to your student member, I mean your student branch membership. Even in terms of professional membership working in any industry, you also please ensure that your affiliation is correct. You can check with other colleagues, or you can write to us, we can check and we can get back to you.
correct. That's a nice point, Abhishek, sir. Very
Yes,
apt.
ma'am.
Thank you, sir. And this is a snapshot for electronic membership where it is $85. I think all of you can view it. And I think after this, Rashi, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. So we have stopped
Yeah,
taking the
before
responses.
that, there was Rashi, there was one very good question. So usually many of our members, the first thing they ask is, do we have access to papers? Like we saw, Jay Sudha is asking what member grade have access to full papers. So here we want to clarify one thing: membership access will not give you direct access to papers. Your college should subscribe for IEEE Explore membership, I mean institutional membership. But otherwise, if you become member for particular society, for example, if you're going for computer society, power and energy society, communication society, they, whatever their publication is available on Explore or transaction papers, those one limited versions will be available free if you are IEEE member of that particular society. As such, there are very few journals which are available for based on your membership. All the grades, either your student or I mean professional members, your membership fee is already there. Yeah, already if you are in Bangalore, I mean in VTU colleges, then VTU consortium charges some fee, which it's almost like 60 lakhs or something, which many of the colleges pay annually, which covers even IEEE access as well. But become society members, already Dr. Pushpamala has said about society. So if you become to one of the members, then like for example, if you're working in computer science, become computer society member, you'll have access to many of the journals which is owned by Computer Society of IEEE.
And my experience, sometimes even some of the papers, they say this is free, available for you, being an IEEE member for some time, you could download. This is also, I have got it a couple of times, maybe from society or directly from IEEE. I don't remember as such, but I think we'll also get that facility because I've used it a couple of times. They send sometimes PDF, sometimes links also. Yeah, Rashi?
Yes, ma'am. So we are done with our quiz, and the next we have a very exciting talk by Chengappa sir, who is also SAC co-chair. So he would be telling us about his experiences with IEEE. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rashi. And I'm not pretty much sure if this would be as exciting as you and Sujata ma'am have kept telling. Hope my slides are visible and I am audible clearly.
Yes, sir. Your slides are visible and you are properly audible.
Yeah, thank you. And being it Friday evening, I would not keep you too long. So I have only 3 slides and a sneak peek into the benefits, or rather, I must say, the advantages that I have got by volunteering with IEEE Bangalore section and IEEE in general. So at the outset, I would like to start with a quote from Sherry Anderson, which says that volunteers don't get paid not because they are worthless, but because they are priceless. So every IEEE member know very well that IEEE is the biggest professional organization, and that is quite evident by the speakers who spoke previously have thrown light onto it. And the most common answer given when someone asks, what does IEEE do? To sum it up in a single line, it would be foster technology for betterment and or like benefit of humanity. So what does that mean? So probably we will also try to answer that while we go through the slides and as I share my experience. So one thing that I would also like to share here is there is no specific skills you need to follow in order to be part of the IEEE family. And all IEEE work is focused on volunteering. And that brings to a question again, what does volunteering mean? Quite often, I do encounter questions from potential IEEE members, because I say potential IEEE members because I just don't want to use non-IEEE members here. Asking that when the time that could be spent on doing my research or probably giving more to my professional activities or continue to work on my office schedules. And they also inquire about what would be the benefits of engaging in volunteer work when it contributes very little, that is again in their opinion, to my research or my professional life. So again, like I would try to provide some answers as I speak through the slides for these questions based on my personal experiences as an IEEE graduate student member, a YP member, and also now IEEE professional member, and thus seek to promote the spirit of volunteerism among each one of you present here outside your respective areas of technical expertise. So in the interest of time, probably I would like to highlight two important learning outcomes for through volunteerism with IEEE. So that would be, I can say that managing people and their expectations and understanding also the rules and regulations and policy formulations for the benefit of humanity and research. Moreover, the peer recognition gained through volunteering, the professional network that one can develop, and the good references that one can get, all can help, in fact, one's professional and personal life, that which I can definitely urge for. So when it comes to IEEE volunteers, as we saw that our chair Sujata ma'am was telling in her presentation that this is a global entity, and also that implies that volunteers coming from different countries with different cultures, they have a certain distinct requirements and their own cultural and societal influences, right? So in our attempt to cater to their needs and address their concerns as much as possible, I learned that striking a balance where everyone is satisfied is a difficult task, but not that one which is very impossible. Of course, the degree of satisfaction can vary, but as long as there are no serious disputes, solution is worthy of being implemented. And in the process of delivering these services, I also developed my professional network outside my organization to include like basically like connect with various startups, incubators, senior members of IEEE, fellow members of IEEE, or for that matter, very senior leaders in my own domain to among others. So in addition, I would also like to share that I received first-hand experiences of the dynamics of a multicultural team on matters of conflicting viewpoints. Some members would voice their opinions only if prudent, while others would do so in private. Some were very shy or nervous to express their thoughts, and they had to be driven and made comfortable for them to able to speak up. And some were about certain things, while a few were more open to adjustments, and some believed more in a hierarchical team, while others believed in a much more flat and horizontal structure. So again, the degree to which we encounter all this in our professional organization, be it academia or industry, would be to a very minuscule extent. But again, taken the footprint of IEEE as a global organization, these things are to encounter quite often. So if someone is coming from a psychology background, or who is coming from a management, and who has an expertise in managing the people, obviously they would be having these skills. However, other people can read about these types of human behavior from the books pertaining to management, psychology, and sociology. However, no book can replace the time spent in experiencing it in action, and dealing with such varied group of people, which IEEE definitely provides a platform for. So again, talking about that, IEEE volunteering gives one that hands-on experience that becomes an integral part of one's learning process and personality. So as I was speaking about the multicultural teams that are the norm these days, be it in a corporate sector or in the academia, the kind of experience teaches one to be productive amidst the conflict. It teaches the negotiation skills. It makes one a seller of one's idea from a mere speaker. It would also strengthen people management skills and improves one's ability to convince other. Thus, one can expect to become a better team player and a leader. And these days, succeeding in one's workplace does not simply as a result of one's technical skills, but also from the non-technical skills, like the ones which I mentioned previously. And also, a person becomes a better individual with a balanced view of life and people. To summarize, being a volunteer, IEEE volunteer would definitely requires time, and there are many examples, and even I have felt that where IEEE members, including myself, running a new initiative or an event or an project, who actually felt like working in two full-time jobs at the same time. However, the benefits of being an IEEE member are many, and it is important that IEEE for its member is definitely providing a safe environment to experiment with new things, be it organizing event or organizing a project, collaboration on various initiatives, and so on. But also at the same time develop important skills, both technical and soft skills. And from such benefits, that would definitely lead to great initiatives, which can be definitely a boon for the benefit of humanity. So again, so going forward, I would like to, in the interest of time, keep it very crisp, and provide at least top 3 reasons why I felt volunteering is good for you, me, and everyone else. And probably I can also encourage many of the potential IEEE members here to take up the IEEE membership. So the first one would be definitely volunteering establishes a strong relationship. So regardless of social media connections or emails or video conversation that we have in a day-to-day life, it is very easier to be disconnected from the friends and the colleagues, which is quite more evident in this current pandemic times. But IEEE volunteering helps to improve one's relationship from your social avatar to the real relationships. The next point which I would like to emphasize is volunteering is great for both career and also one's satisfaction. Here, I would like to emphasize on something called as weak ties. These would be the relationship outside a close-knit relationship driven by the workplace or a and family, in fact. And why weak ties would be important is because they provide a new information and opportunities that wouldn't be available inside of strong relationships. And IEEE volunteering is excellent at creating for those weak ties relationships. Again, I can vouch for it, as I have been involved with IEEE all the way through the IEEE student member to my professional member in the last 10 to 11 plus years. So the last point which I want to conclude is saying volunteering is the best way to create a sense of purpose, right? So most organizations have a mission statement, but rarely does that mission include the benefits to the society as a goal. On the contrary, if we think about IEEE's vision is advancing technology for humanity, and IEEE is again a voluntary driven organization with tens and thousands of volunteers joining their hands worldwide for the betterment of humanity. So again, this would be my last slide. So again, I would like to emphasize that IEEE volunteers are in fact the lifeline and the heart of IEEE, beating hard and keeping the organization alive since the very beginning. I think probably 1880s, 84. And IEEE volunteers are the behind the scene heroes for every one of its services. And I would like to end by saying that together we can make a difference, and I encourage all the potential members to be IEEE members as well. So I hope that would have provided a sneak peek of what IEEE offers and how did that make my both professional and personal life to a greater heights. So with that, I would like to once again thank the SAC team and thank all the people here to making this on a Friday evening and listening to me. With that, Rashi, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. It indeed was a really insightful session, and yes, together we can make a difference. So, along with this, we have our quiz results with us. So, the top 3 scorers for tonight is Jay Sudha BSK with 111 points, followed by Abhishek Appaji with 106 points, and Sangeeta Govinda with 105 points. Congratulations to all 3 of you. So with this, I guess we'll be ending the session. Thank you so much all for joining us today. And hopefully the next time we'd meet, we would be having you on board as IEEE members.
Rashi, we will have a group photo together. We will request them to switch on their videos.
Yes, ma'am, sure. I request everyone to switch their cameras on for a group video. Ma'am, I'm not able to change the layout, and I'm not able to get it in the tiles mode. Can you help me out with that?
Okay. Yes, I think I have taken one. I think a couple of us have taken, I suppose we'll share it amongst ourselves. And definitely to all of you. Any
Ma'am,
further
you're on
announcements?
mute.
Yeah, any further,
Sorry.
thank you, sir. Any further announcements, Rashi, you would like to make before we close down?
No, ma'am, that's all from my side. I'd just like to thank all of you for attending this session today.
Thank you all. Hope you got an insight onto IEEE. Now, IEEE is a big ocean. The more you dig, the more pearls and diamonds you get out of it. So thanks for your attention and time. So any support you require from us, please do write to us. I've also shared my email ID and Pushpamala madam also has. Please do connect to us. We will help you. Thank you for your time. Have a great weekend. Stay healthy and happy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raghavendra sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
We will close the call now. Take care. Bye.